What's up, guys? Welcome to your Bitcoin update. I am making a quick video. Yes, I was wrong. We were not in the bear market yet. Do I believe we could go higher? I do. And I'm going to look at the charts that I did show you a while back. And remember, guys, never trade off of anyone else's opinion. Why I do these videos is to show you how to chart and how I see what I see. Unfortunately, I've learned there are a lot of negative, childish people in this space. I am sorry for that, for all of you that have to read the negative comments and whatever. It's truly sad that people are like that out there. But anyways, first of all, I lost my trade, yes. And what did I lose? I lost about 0.5% of my total portfolio. Now, what I really lost was not much, considering it was about 5% of what I gained on these drops down. For anyone that follows will understand. If you are losing your ass in trading, the problem is most likely you are over leveraging. You are just trading, not knowing what the hell you're doing, or you're just gambling. That's it. If you use risk management and you actually take high probability trades and manage your risk, you'll be fine. Now, let's take a look at where we're at. We obviously broke this high, and as you guys know, I was saying if we broke this, then I would go bullish. I did not. I stayed in my short, and again, I lost that short. So many people wanted to hear that, but what they don't understand is that no trader wins every trade. As long as you're managing your risk, it's not a big deal. I'm in this to make money. I'm not in this to accumulate Bitcoin right now. It's at the end of the day, what do people use Bitcoin for? To get to cash, period. They want to get more cash. Anyways, and people say, well, it's a store of value. A value of what? A value of cash. Anyways, let's get on with it. I'm still thinking we're going to get 5 moves down here somewhere, but we'll take a look at where, when, and why. I'm going to make this video as quick as possible, guys. I put this in a tweet this morning. Let me back out a little bit. So I drew these trend lines in on this rising wedge here. Looks like it's possibly coming to an end. There is a bullish and a bearish trade here. Now, if you want to trade safe, you wait for a break of the trend line. So if it was to break today, this trend line would be about 67,070. If it was to break tomorrow, it would be somewhere around 67.7. At that point, I would put a long in and then put my stops just below it, with my target being around 77,000, 76 to 77,000. If it broke tomorrow, it could be higher. It could be up to 77.8 or so. But we'll take a look at the bearish count too here in a second. But to get that measured move, all you do is come down to the widest point of this wedge. It's actually a little bit more than that. Let's put this down a little bit. And we will straighten this trend line out. Okay, let's bring that back up there. So if we do break, say we break today, I guess that could show a little bit higher. So maybe 70, 77.7, 77.8, or somewhere between here. I'm going to just widen this up a little bit. Somewhere in between 78.5 and 77.7 would be the target if we break up out of this. If we break lower, as you guys know, if you follow me on Twitter, if you don't, those of you that are bitching I didn't make videos, I've been totally all over Twitter and all over my Discord. So join the Discord. It's totally free. And follow me on Twitter. It's at CryptoSavvy1. And let's take a look. So if we were, I do suspect if we cannot break up above this, our next stop is going to be somewhere around the 64,000 area. If we come down quicker, like in the next day or so, it would be around 63,000. But let's say it takes a couple days. We go to retest 64. If that does not hold, that would be a good place to short a break of this bottom trend line here. And that measured move would actually be right around 53.3, somewhere in that range. So right now, this is what I'm looking for. Either a break of this, although I am in a short, and I did post that both in the Discord and in Twitter. I do have my stops at break even, and I'm going to ride this one out, but these are the two areas I'd be looking for a break. Short if we go below, long if we go, and my take profits on the short would be, I'd be looking for around the 53 area, where if this 55 EMA keeps coming up here, that would align right around that area. Now, if we come back down, that's going to align right up with the 8 EMA. Possibly, if we start coming down, this is going to come down a little bit. It'll be right around that trend line. So these are the two trades I'm waiting for. Either a long here, and again, the target for the long would be around the 77,000, somewhere in that range. But I'm going to show you another thing here in a minute, so make sure you stick around. But anyways, what I would do, once I get into profit up in this area, say we break the 70,000 range, I would probably move my stops up to around there just to be safe. And if we dropped below the 64, I would probably start moving my stops down and just trailing that. But I will keep you guys aware of what I'm doing when that time comes. So, all right, let's go back to this chart. So this was the one I was looking at here. You could look back at prior videos from over a week ago. We were calling possibly 77,000 if this broke. So that's another thing in the same area. And if it broke down, we were looking for lower. Although I do still think we'll see much lower. I still don't believe we'll see 100K, and I'm going to show you why. Let me clean this up a little bit. But if you look back here, the similarities on this, if you look at this wave here and this wave here, and then we had, this is almost identical fractal. If you look over here, let me get this stuff off here. Look over here where I have it circled, and look right here, and we're getting this push up now. Should come back down, go back up if it plays out as another distribution, and that would still end up around that 76, 77,000 range. If that happens, I will be looking for that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves down, just like we were looking for back there. Let me put this up a little bit. And where would that be? Somewhere right around 42, 43 range. If this was to play out and we did get higher up here. But again, if we do break down below this 64 within the next few days, I would be looking for around 53 and then a possible bounce there. And once that happens, if that happens, then we'll talk about the next move. This is the dollar chart overlaid on the Bitcoin chart. I am still bullish on the dollar for the next year. Next time the dollar hits this top trend line is when I believe it will be time to buy into Bitcoin. As you can see back here, every time the dollar tops, Bitcoin bottoms. Every time the dollar bottoms on this bottom trend line, Bitcoin tops. Bitcoin tops. Obviously, it was a little off. It's not exact. March 2020, though, was definitely a perfect reaction. Topped on the bottom, or topped on the dollar, bottomed on Bitcoin. Let's take a look at, if you guys are interested in trading, over here on my YouTube page, there is a Prime XBT tutorial. That is by far my favorite exchange. You can trade longs, shorts, all at the same time, so you can hedge your trades. You can actually add different trades on. It doesn't clump them together like the scammy exchanges, and it teaches you how to use your margin in there. And you can use my promo code SAVVY50 to get you 50% on top of whatever you deposit as a bonus. SAVVY25 to get you 25% off your fees. And let's take a look at the DXY. So the DXY, we've talked about this, making an Adam and an Eve here. I do believe that target's around 97.82. We are retesting that neckline. A break below the neckline, and we could see as low as, so if Bitcoin gets that next pop up, if it does break up and out of that, we could be coming back down to the 92 range for the dollar, but ultimately I think the dollar will have a massive blast off here by the end of the year. So the Dow Jones, the highest I see us going is about 36, and that would probably align with the top of Bitcoin. So make sure you keep an eye on the Dow. I do believe that the traditional markets have a massive dump coming. Believe it or not, that is my thoughts. Doesn't have to be yours. I'm still sticking to it. No reason to change that yet. I still just believe the Dow is going to be having hard times if it even gets up to that 36. Gold's still getting resistance here on our EMAs. Silver, still, it's going up to test the 200 EMA, most likely going to fail and come back down. Litecoin. So Litecoin, we had been watching the 189 here. It did break. As you can see, it broke in the RSI. Also, the next target for that is 222. If we get above that, 259 is the measured move that we had way back here. And I'll show you how we got that. Right there, the widest point of the wedge there to where it broke out. We've had this here for a few weeks at least. But that'd be around 259, which would also be the 0.5 fib. And Ethereum, we talked about if we broke the 3622, got support there, which we did. My target is 43.35. Still looks like we may get that double top over here. XRP, as always, still looks like crap. Let's see if it was able to break. If it's able to break the $1.23 range, then it actually could continue up, but I think it's more likely to come back down to the 71-cent range. And yeah, that's about it, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll probably be doing a live stream tomorrow. Sorry this one wasn't live. I didn't have time to chat. Didn't want to listen to all the whiny crybabies. So this is the way I chose to do it. Love you guys. And don't forget, we still do the members videos on Saturday and Sunday. So I will see you then. But I will see you tomorrow. I'll try to make it an early video. So make sure you have your notifications ticked. Subscribe if you haven't already. Smash that thumbs up. I appreciate it, guys. And I'm out of here.